HANSA Fish is proudly brought to you by HANSA. Grass Ridge Dam in the middle of the Canoe. It's HANSA Fish time.
Often at the back of a canoe race, the competitors are called the fish and chips, but I guess at this particular case, you wouldn't call anyone fish and chips. Dave McLeod, you are in the boat with two other men, and the guys behind you here, this is really what the people are about in the fish.
Yeah, you've mortally insulted us by degrading comments like back and fish. No, we are the heart and soul of the race.
Of course you are.
For a lot of guys, this is the highlight of their year. I mean, just look at the faces here. It's this mixture of nerves and just sheer exhilaration. They know what they're in for. Most of these guys have done 10 or more. The Coelacanth, some have done 20. Rory Anderson's done 30. And there's such a buzz. They're really amped for it here. You've got to pace yourself for 2 days and 2 nights.
Ready for this?
Oh no, definitely. Keen for day out, day one. Keys, double trouble, definitely on the cards for today.
One thing I'm nervous of because of the new weir, double trouble. I went down there yesterday, I had one swim, and I've never swum in the fish. Yesterday was my first swim.
We're pretty fast, and we're used to sailing on pretty rough seas, and we've never drowned before.
The men who are charged to make sure that former Springbok captain Canoe gets down the river in one piece. Let's hear, what are your plans for Canoe today?
The plan is to get him safe there, and the most important thing for today is let him enjoy that. That's the most important thing.
Canoe, obviously you're doing this for a very worthy cause. Tell us about the charity.
Well, we've decided to help all the children around Craddock. So it's not one or two charities, just all the children around Craddock we'd like to help. So we're selling stickers, and hopefully everybody's putting stickers on their boats, the Corner Cricket charity, and hopefully lots of people will donate lots of money, and we'll help lots of children. There's a lot of them around Craddock that need a lot of help. So a lot of them have one meal a day. They go to school and they get that one meal there, and then they only, have another meal the next day. So we're really trying to help all those kids, and hopefully it will go well today.
You're nervous?
I'm very nervous. We drove over Soutpans and it looks very rough. So, but I've got 2 experienced guys and I'll rely on them today.
Pieter, is jy reg vir die ding?
Ja, ons is reg. Ons sal sorg dat Corne veilig onderkom. Hy sit heel agter, so ek is voor. Ek sal kyk dat hy nie sy kop nie in die bome nie deur die takke gaan nie.
Julle dan een of twee verrassings vir hom of nie?
Ja, ek dink definitief. As ou dit nog nie van tevore gedoen het, is daar soos baie verrassings.
Odin's Raven by the power of Thor.
Here, the charity races, as well as the men who've done 10, 20 and some even 30 of these trips down the Fish River, are all gathered together to take the start. And this, they will tell you, is what the real racing is about. Although there's a lot of fun thrown in at the same time.
It all starts with a 3-kilometer pull across Grass Ridge Dam, which is handy because most fish and chippers need to settle into the boat, settle their nerves, and warm up the big muscles for the long day ahead. This is also when you start to meet and chat to the guys and girls that will be around you for the rest of the race. Challenge number 1 is the kinky 2-step down double trouble. Let's get a volunteer to show us how it's done. Down the fish chute, good man. Then handbrake turn to the left, line up the hard edge second drop, ideally upright, bud. Okay, let's look for another volunteer. Nope, this one's bailed before he even hit the wave. This little tester comes just a kilometer into the river leg, so it's a tough ask first up. Make it, and it's a great way to start your day. Get it wrong, and you start a long day on the river on the back foot.
What happened was we broke this at the Canoe Marathon, and we didn't repair it properly. As we hit the stopper at Double Trouble, it just folded at the seam here. So nothing serious, but it's quite a bad break on the seam. So if you've got some fiberglass, would be really appreciative.
Oh, we came down double trouble, and we landed on top of the bank at the bottom of double trouble and a double ski. But there's still another 47 k's to go, so we'll fuss bait. We'll finish.
Onwards, Vikings! Onward to Craddock! Yo, the toast rack low-level bridge seems to get lower each year. The number of heads meeting concrete this year seems to fuel that old wives' tale. It takes a flexible, low duck, as well as sharp timing to get under the 60-centimetre gap comfortably, with the lifesavers on hand to push down heads that threaten to make contact with the concrete. Here's Antje Manfroni's Viking Bunnies K3. It seems their fluffy ears won't fit under toast rack. Here's Corne Krige at the back of the K3, looking really comfortable on his first fish. Keith's, the big Numzan. 75% of the field portages this rapid, and for good reason. It chews boats up and spits them out if you make the slightest mistake or hesitate for a millisecond. The swim at Keith's tends to hurt both paddlers and boats. But making Keith's leaves paddlers feeling 10 feet tall. Viking demigods. So how does the other 75% of the field get to the other side of Keith's? On foot, of course. This is the wise man's line down Keith's.
No, I'm definitely going to stay very left along the portage. I think that's my line today.
Good, good. May double trouble, may toast rack. Having a solid day.
Well, yeah, it's good fun, eh? Very good fun. Loving it.
That's a common thread running through all the fish and chips experience. They're all loving it. Even the three orange Vikings acing Keith's, loving it. For the walkers, here's a paddler's eye view of the trip down Keith's. No doubt the hairiest war stories of the fish come from Keith's flyover.
What did you guys do to this poor boat?
It's actually my driver.
You're blaming the driver. Okay.
Yeah, no,
From the back there, you had no say in the navigating duties.
No, I was told to keep my mouth and just follow directions. It's actually our third attempt on this.
Third time.
Third time.
And you haven't succeeded yet.
I've had a 0 success rate down here.
We're all overweights. You're a veteran of this race, so you know how to do this.
Yeah, unfortunately, it seems to be every year the same story. You'd think you'd improve, but anyway, having good fun, taking my youngster down on his first and just teaching him how to repair.
So, a break at Keith's, plus there's a portage around the Brack River Weir at the 18-kilometre mark as well. And even then, you're not even halfway on day one. Soutpan's Drift Rapid, 26 kilometers or 60% of the way through day one. From the bridge, the rapid provides a couple of 100 meters of relentless white water that culminates in one final whopper wave at the bottom. It's a 60-second roller coaster ride deluxe. Seems Corneille's driver was taking the job of getting him home safely a little too seriously. This is a serious sneak line through the reeds. Plus, Corneille could get blown for hands in here. On board now for a trip under the bridge at Soutpans. This team forced central by swimmers who are on the ideal line on the right. You really don't want to swim Soutpans. The waves are there because the rocks are there. The bigger the waves, the gnarlier the rocks. And there are some people who can testify to that. Under the broad Karoo sky, day one ends with 19 kilometers, interspersed with Glen Alpha Rapid and the Knutsford Drop Rapids, and plenty of long flats where friendships are formed and good times shared all the way to the finish below Knutsford Bridge.
It was really good. We had no swims, big water, but it was really nice.
Excellent. No problems, good lines, beautiful.
Very good. I done quite good. Pedaled quite hard and yes, I'm chuffed to be at the end.
Good. One swim at Keith's, not bigger than it was yesterday, but otherwise, no, lovely water, enjoyable day.
How was that? It was unbelievable. We had a great race. The two guys on my boat were amazing. They're very experienced, so we took great lines. We only had one fall actually in a very stupid place on a small little wheel we didn't even think about. But it was amazing. We had a great ride.
And I must say our driver was the best. Our best driver, and I must say Corneille is fitter than I thought.
Good. Though it was my first time doing fish, but I'm good. First one in the page. Still happy with the result, even though I haven't checked my time.
Priorities change at the finish. You get dry clothes, you fix the boat, and then an icy SARS hop.
Cheers!
Then recharge the batteries because there's plenty more to come. The 200-year-old town of Craddock oozes history and charm, and unrivaled hospitality for the paddlers, all contributing to the overall HANSA fish package.
This is my 9th fish in a row, so coming back for my 10th one next year. So I love this race. It's probably the best race of the calendar.
It's something you don't get anywhere else in the world. It's a fantastic experience.
It's fantastic, the best fun of my life so far.
And he's the one guy in the river that has 100% track record in Keefs.
100%.
Friday and Saturday night are party nights at the HANSA Gig Rig at the Craddock Sports Complex. Friday night saw Ashtray Electric and Lone Hill Estate rocking the night away. You wouldn't think there was still a day to go in the race.
More than 1,500 paddlers take part in the HANSA Fish. The 2012 edition is the 31st. And Dave McLeod, commentator of this race, a man who knows the sport well, this race wouldn't be anything without the huge batches and bunches who take part for the fun of it.
Yeah, it's miles for a lot of these people. They come from every corner of the country simply because it is totally unique. It's this combination of the perfect balance on the river in terms of rapids and fun and challenges and long flat stretches and this incredible hospitality. We're in the middle of the Klein Karoo. It's irreplaceable, this sort of hospitality. So for a lot of the paddlers, it's a not negotiable every year. First thing they put in their calendar.
It certainly is, and that's why you should put it in your calendar, because here come the people of the fish.
Yeah, it's actually my first fish, so I haven't actually shot half of this stuff, which is going to be quite exciting. It's kind of like an adventure. Just coming around the corner and realizing there's a weir there or whatever, so we'll see how it goes. Yesterday was pretty intense, and today hopefully gets better.
If you do the fish, you must do that credit wear thing, to get that photo, and just to get that vibe and to say you did it. And that's so important, eh?
Mist adding drama to the start of the batches for the 36 kilometre second stage, but with every prospect of the Karoo sun burning off the mist within the hour. Day 2 is Weir Day, 3 big ones, starting with gauging weir. This is the easiest of the 3 and the first action spot for the families in seconds to get to watch their chargers covering themselves in glory. Or at least that's the plan. Heart-stirring stuff on the fish. Gauging weir should be straightforward, but every year, somehow, it cuts plenty of boats down to size. Now, let's catch up with former Bok Canoe Krige on his maiden fish and working his way through another classic day on the river. Chuffed with the progress of the charity drive and the support he's getting from the people along the way, and his K3 aced gauging weir as well. Canoe adding his name to the more than 9,300 paddlers that have completed a fish over the last 31 years of the race. Weir number 2 is Marlow, shot down the chute built on the right of this massive weir, much like the Doozie's Ernie Pierce. It's a drop down the fish steps. With enough boat speed, it's easy and fun. Canoe Krige getting his first taste of Marlow chute. Spot the grin. Even the cumbersome K3s are handling Marlow. Here's one of the race's icons, Andre Rabi, getting an unplanned chance to cool down in the waters below Marlow. It's just 10 k's to the finish from Marlow, and as the field compacts, there's a queue to get down the chute one at a time. Now, you heard me say the key at Marlow is boat speed. Here's what happens when you don't have enough boat speed, and this happened to more than one crew on the water. High above the paddlers, another group of adventurers was also loving Craddock.
Right, so what we've got here is we've got the HANSA Fish Adventure Experience happening at the moment, and what it is, it's a whole lot of prize winners from around the Eastern Cape, and these guys have won in an effort to leverage HANSA sponsorship with the Fish Canoe Marathon. These guys have won the prizes, so they come here and they have an amazing weekend where they have whitewater rafting, abseiling like we see in the back here, helicopter flips and everything. It's all about the healthy adventure lifestyle before we enjoy a cold HANSA at the end of the day. So what these guys have done is they've had a hell of a weekend so far. They've got off the river this morning. They're doing abseiling now. Are going to do the heli flips later. So it's just an eventful weekend, and to really sort of get the guys involved in the HANSA Canoe Marathon, get them into introduction into canoeing, and to hopefully see these guys on the river in a canoe, in a fiberglass canoe next year.
Far below them was weir number 3, the last and the largest, the legend, Craddock. Canoe Krige's K3 is approaching the drop, all looks good, but the river somehow always has the last laugh, and Canoe will have to come back next year to get his revenge on Craddock. Making Craddock weir is the badge of honour that every paddler wants to drive away from Craddock with. It is a seriously big drop. Get it right and you hardly get wet, and it feels deceptively easy. But plenty of people don't quite remember it like that. What does take the edge off the disappointment of the swim is the raucous reception from the largely varsity crowd watching and cheering you on.
Here at the Craddock, where we found Hank McGregor, who's come back to support. And Hank, that's one of the beautiful things about canoeing. You've done your bit at the front there, finished second, and come back to support. What is it about the sport?
Oh, look, it's a fantastic place for everyone to watch, and it's a great obstacle, and I know how it feels to shoot it, and I shot it about an hour ago and it was pretty nerve-wracking, and I feel for all these guys doing the same thing. And it's a great vibe, and that's what the fish is all about, you know, celebrate a great weekend out and have a lot of fun.
There's a lot of guys who are coming unstuck here. What makes Craddock so tough?
Look, I mean, it's only when you're on that side of do you realize how steep it actually is and what a drop it is. And I must admit, even when I was coming earlier on, my heart was still beating quite fast. And yeah, it's over in a flash, and you either make it or you're not. You know, it's a 50-50 call, and yeah, it's a tough obstacle, and it's something worth waiting in the queue to shoot. And it's great for, you see the crowd. It's a definite crowd pleaser, you know?
We are waiting for our dads, and they're coming down as the Bling Vikings, and we're going to give them all their stuff so they can cross Craddock with all their stuff on as the Bling Vikings.
And they're going to win all the beer!
All the beer, we are here. Woo!
Your Viking longboat down at Craddock Weir.
We got taken by this big rock, and then the rest is history, you can see. But it was a wonderful thing.
Wait.
But we want to just say that
the boat is broken, but our spirit is not.
Exactly.
Let's go. Fixable. Nothing's not insurmountable.
We got two kind of action. Either we're going to finish. That's given.
Yeah.
But number one, either we take the boat on our shoulders and we run, which is plan A, but not the best one. The other plan is to go and strap ourselves as best as we can and try to float ourselves down. So in true Viking spirit, we're going to make this thing.
Simple choice at Craddock Weir. You join the queue for up to 20 minutes and shoot it like a man, or save 20 minutes, keep your head-to intact and portage.
We're the oldest two in the race. So
how old are you?
Age. Only 70.
And the man in front?
2 years younger.
So there's a
And he's 29th fish, so there's plenty more to come.
There's 158 years of experience in the boat.
That's right, no problem.
What were you saying?
No, I was just saying paddling with my partner there is like paddling with my wife.
What does that actually mean?
Well, one, he doesn't have the legs, but there's so much of whining.
Always a great vibe at Craddock Weir. From here it's less than 4 k's to the finish, and once you've mastered Craddock, you can hear the music and smell the burry rolls. You have to get there any way you can. "82 kilometers and heaps of drama and fun later, the finish at the sports grounds in Craddock."
Yeah, you know, HANSA, you know, it's come along here. We want to extend this also going forward. And it's so nice to see also, you know, what I picked up a lot of the development fellas also in, you know, this year taking part. And that's what it's all about also, you know, we want to be involved also and develop this race. And it's just awesome as a brand HANSA that we can make that and be part of that also, you know, helping the development guys. And yeah, we're looking to go bigger and bigger every year, you know. Cheers!
Oh, it's always a fantastic river to race. I'm so glad that I could come back and race it, and definitely well-organized race and super fun.
Shot, Craddock made it, and then yeah, back just popped out completely. But we made it one piece. So, well, the boat didn't, I did. Thanks, sir.
Fantastic. Staying upright wasn't a problem, going forward was a massive problem. But we're done, so all fantastic for HANSA.
Race chairman Peter getting Corné Krige as promised to the finish in one piece.
I think the whole community take ownership of this event. It means a lot to the town and the community, and everybody just get into it and help, and that makes it real easy for us as organizers. Yeah, we're really happy. Everything went smooth. No hiccups. The weather was beautiful weather, and great water, great racing conditions, and I think everybody really having a good time this year.
HANSA Fish!
A massive push at the end to try and win the Pimp Me Viking prize of the cruise bodyweight in HANSA, but they were missed by the judges at Toast Track. Olympic wonder girl Bridget Hartley loving being back home and hanging out with her fellow paddlers before the start of the prize giving, which heralds this year's heroes.
From former winners such as Mark Barrow, who now is at the back of the field, who has a great time, all the way through to men and women at the age of 70 who still take on the mighty Fish River. You've seen them all, the people of the HANSA Fish. I'm Arnold Gertz saying thanks for watching.
The HANSA Fish was proudly brought to you by HANSA.